Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to add your own custom superpower to your add-on and how to add abilities from both Lucraft Core and Hero Expansion, so stay tuned. On the last episode of Lucraft Addon modding tutorials, we installed 3 Minecraft mods: Lucraft Core, Hero Expansion, and Speedster Heroes. We also installed Notepad++ and Paint.net. We then made a folder called the name of our add-on, example, tutorial add-on, and created 3 files inside that folder. A folder called assets, a 32 by 32 pixel PNG image called logo, and a text file which we renamed to addonpack.mcmeta. Inside the assets folder, we made a folder named an abbreviation of our add-on, example, TA for tutorial add-on. Inside the TA folder, we made 6 folders called block states, lang, recipes, suit sets, superpowers, and textures. And finally, inside the textures folder, we made 3 more folders called items, icons, and models. Alright, the first thing you want to do is create a new text document or any document with a file extension, example, bitmap, has the dot something after it. You've created that document, you rename it to the name of your superpower. And dot JSON, JSON. Then you want to edit it with Notepad++. So right click on it and edit with Notepad++. Then you want to go to the Lucraft Core Get Lab and click on Superpowers, adding a superpower, and copy the first thing they have here. Go back into the Notepad++ and paste it in. To copy, just simply right click, copy, or hit Control C on Windows. And to paste, right click and paste, or click Control V. Then you want to add the name of your power, the name of the texture which is going to show up in the menu once you give yourself the superpower. I recommend naming the texture the same name as the superpower just to be organized. You set the max level, I'm going to leave it at 10, and the capsule color. To get the color, go to this site here, which will be in the description, and play around with the colors until you get a color you like. Then copy the decimal or cut and paste it in here. Next, we're going to delete these abilities that here, because we're going to add our own abilities. And we go back to the same site here and we click on abilities, and here's the list of all the abilities. We'll also open this site here for the hero expansion abilities, where you'll also find a list of all the hero expansion abilities. And since I am creating a fish people add-on, I'm going to add abilities to my superpowers that will help you in the water. So go through here and see which abilities you want. It will explain what each abilities do. If you want me to show you how to add specific abilities and how to make them work, just comment in the comment section below or in my Discord. link in the description, where I will help you make your own add-on and take requests for videos that show you how to make stuff in your add-on. Alright guys, before I move on, I just want to talk about attribute modifier abilities. The attribute modifier abilities are as listed here: health, strength, punch, sprint, jump, boost, resistance, fall resistance, step assist, and knockback resistance. This is the only really complicated ability in the abilities list that really need explaining. So for the ability, you simply put which ability you want to use. As you can see, here's the list of abilities which I called out earlier. For the factor is the number you want to increase it by, and the orientation is a list of numbers from 0, 1, and 2. 0 simply adds the number that you list above here. So if you wanted to give yourself health and you put the orientation as 0 and the factor as 1, it's going to give you 1 extra heart. But if you put the orientation as 1, the number above here counts as a percentage. So if you put 1 up here, it's going to count that as 100%. So it's going to be add 100% onto your health. Now if you use the orientation, sorry, not orientation, operation, if you use the operation 2, if you were to use the operation 2, I'm not exactly sure what it does. I've been testing to see the difference between 1 and 2, but I believe the difference is that 2 multiplies every value. So, I'm guessing if you use the orientation 2 and put the number as 10, it's gonna, okay, let's say put the number as 2 and use the orientation 2. It's gonna do 200% of every modifier from every mod that you have installed. So, if you have other mods installed to boost your attributes, it's gonna bring the number up by quite a lot. Whereas if I use the operation 1, it's just gonna add them together. But if you use the operation 2, it's gonna multiply every single mod that gives you a boost. And for the UUID, your UUID cannot be the same for each of your abilities. No, cannot be the same for as it can be the same for each ability. It has to be different. It can't be the same for different add-ons also. If you copy the one on screen, then it's gonna clash with my add-on, and basically your add-on and my add-on won't work together. The game will just crash. Same if you use the same UUID for each of your abilities. So to get a random UUID, you are going to the online UUID generator. You either click in to generate a version 1 or version 4. You're copying and pasting it down here to generate more that are similar but not the same. Links in the description. Here, and that's it. Let's return to me creating my superpower in the tutorial. Alright, so the abilities I'm gonna add is water breathing, because you need to be able to breathe underwater if you're making a fish superpower. Going to add potion punch that gives blindness for a squid ability, and I'm going to add lightning attack and lightning strike because electric eels. Alright, I'm gonna start adding the simplest abilities first, the lightning strike ability. Just gonna copy this. Put in the word ability. And paste this. Then go here. Ability. Bracket. Put in lightning attack. Paste it in. Put a comma. Because you have to add the distance. Then going to go over to these abilities here. Going to add the potion punch. Put these over here. Then add another line. Going to add water breathing. Going to hit save. Going to come back to the potion. Go up the potion punch. Click here to go to Minecraft Gamepedia. Go down to blindness. And paste it in here. Click save and close the document. Another thing that will make sense for underwater is night vision, but I can't find a way for that to work. If you ever find a way for that to work, put it in the comment section below. And if you have any questions about making add-ons, or you want to show you to make a specific power in your add-on, put it in the comment section below. On my Discord, I probably said this a lot in my video, but I've been recording this over many different days in many different paths, so I apologize for that. So yeah, so let's close this off. Once we save, then we go back to our mod file here. We add it to archive and zip it. Save it as a zip. Put this. Then we go to them. We cut or copy it and send it to the Minecraft folder. Put it in add-on packs in the Minecraft folder. Once you've already loaded Lucraft or Hero expansion, the add-on pack folder should be there. Then load up Minecraft. One mistake I made with the potion punch. You meant to copy this up here first and send this down here and paste this here. Then save. And to make sure that it's working, always go back to the JSON validator. For sometimes simple error will crash your mod. So once you've done that, save it, close it. Note that when you're looking for it in Minecraft, it's gonna be, you have to look for at and whatever you have before, after assets, but before your powers and stuff. So for me, it's gonna be FP for fish people. So go back to your folder and zip it. Send it in the add-on packs folder in your Minecraft, which should be loaded. As long as you loaded Hero expansion or Lucraft and Hero expansion before, that folder should already be loaded. So you go to that folder, paste it in, then load up Minecraft. Okay, I just spent a really long time trying to figure out why it wasn't loading into the game. And the reason why it wasn't loading into the game, because I put abilities here instead of ability. So I just recorded a bunch of stuff for no reason. And I'm gonna just click save here, make sure everything is correct. Ability, not abilities. Save it, close it, go to the file. Remember when you're searching in Minecraft, you're searching for this between assets and superpowers. Go to the file, add it to archive, click on zip, yada yada, put it in the Minecraft folder, add-on packs, and load up Minecraft for like the 100th time. Found another error because I was using OBS shortcuts to record. I accidentally put these two stars here. Save. Make sure everything is correct. Put it in a JSON validator. Close it. Zip it. Just a quick tip for you all. Make sure that there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Check it over like multiple times. Then put it in the Minecraft folder and load up Minecraft. Alright, now that you have the game loaded, just look for the name of the file inside assets. The name of the file inside assets was FP for me. And here it is. Finally. You have no idea how many times I re-recorded this video and how much parts this video is split into. But finally the power is right there. You can, other than looking for the name of the file inside assets, you can also go here and all superpowers will be listed here. Time to test out the superpower. Inject it in. Go into survival just because, as you can see, we have water breathing, potion punch, lightning strike, and lightning attack. But the thing is, there's no texture behind there, so I'm going to show you how to make a texture load up behind there right now. But just to prove the power is working, water breathing, night vision would be useful here, but I can't figure out how to make that work. As you can see, we're clearly breathing underwater for a very long time, and we can strike lightning and shoot lightning. Strike lightning there and shoot lightning there. You can also use settings to add cooldowns and durations. So now I'm going to show you how to load up the texture here. Alright, add texture, go straight back into your folder, go into textures, icon, and paste in the texture. I already have a texture created. This texture must be a multiple of 16. Also, you can just create your texture or download it. I have the texture right here. If you download the texture, make sure to credit the person if you're gonna release your add-on publicly. As you can see, I have the texture here, and it is 152 by 152 pixels, which is a multiple of 16. If it's not a multiple of 16, it will not work. So once you put texture in, recommend naming it the same as your power. We're gonna do the same as we do before to load it into the game. We're gonna zip it and we're going to replace the file and destination, or just delete the file and paste it in. Then we're gonna load up the game. Alright, Go into the game, go into the world, and let's see if the texture worked. Alright, right here. Alright, the reason the texture didn't work because I made a mistake in the code here. Instead of putting add-on pack, you're meant to put whatever the name of the folder is after assets, which for me it is FP. Once you've done that, save. I'm not gonna show you how to zip again because I've done that way too many times. Just zip it and load up Minecraft and let's see if it works this time. Alright, loading the game. Hoping the world loads quickly. This is the most failed recording I've ever done in my life. And as you can see, the texture is working. So in the next episode, I'm going to show you how to add suit sets, costumes, armor, whatever you want to call it. In the next episode, I'll show you how to do that. Hopefully, it will be a better and shorter video than this. Not sure how long this video is going to be. And my battery is about to die on my computer, so I should probably hit stop recording right about now. See you guys next time and have a lovely day.